Hey, Mr. Littlepage, how are you? My name is Leo Arona from Arona Marketing, and I'm actually from Arlington, Kentucky, right here by Madisonville, a little ways down the street from you in St. Charles. Um, what I the reason I actually reached out to you is because I was just kind of looking for some local plumbers that I could help out. My grandfather owns CNC Sewer and Drain. I worked with him all my life. Then construction after he passed away, it was just plumbing just made me think of him, and it was too hard. It was too hard for me to deal with at that time, so I kind of moved to construction. But the last couple of years, I've went into marketing, and I help my blue collar family out because that's where I started, and that's what I do. So I kind of started looking through the local area here and seeing if there was anybody I could help, and I came up on you. So I wanted to shoot you this short video. It's just got some tips that you can actually do to increase your website's performance so you can drive more traffic to your website or your Google business profile, and that way you can get you some more customers through the door. Now, what I have here pulled up is your website, as you see, and it's not a bad website. A lot of times people think once you get a website up, that's it. But how are you going to be found? 24/7 Google sends bots out to crawl these sites. And when they crawl these sites, they're going to identify keywords like plumbing, Madisonville, Paducah. And what the bots do is try to identify what this site is about and where you service at. So I know you service St. Charles. I think it's under 300 people there in St. Charles. I know it's a smaller town. But I noticed that you work in Paducah and Madisonville as well. So there's a few things here I wanted to show you that could really increase your revenue and increase your flow of traffic. So on your homepage here, you need to have a minimal of 1,500 words of command content. Again, it's so those bots crawl these sites and they know what your site's about. There was just an update in September where content is king, which it always has been, but Google, they're really batting down the hatches on content. Like, they want content on the website that talks about what you do and the areas that you do it in, and those are the people they're going to push up towards the top. And there's not a lot of competition around here. Again, I'll show you that here in a second. So on your homepage here is where everybody's going to be brought to when they're searching for you. You want to make sure you have a minimal of 1,500 words of command content, and throughout that content you want to add buyer intent keywords. And a buyer intent keyword is simply the service that you provide in the area that you provide that service. So St. Charles Plumbing, St. Charles water heater repair, St. Charles water heater installation, Madisonville water heater installation. Just telling what service you're doing and what city you're doing that service in. So you want to make sure you're adding keywords in your content and throughout your content. And you also want to make sure you're saving photos as buyer intent keywords as well, because photos count as content. As you see, this is what your photo is saved as right here. These are what this is actually one of my clients that I have, Plumbing Electrical Concepts, and this is the way the photo should be saved. And there's a lot of detail inside the photo properties that you have to change too. It's called geotagging and geolocating. But that really helps you push towards the top of your Google business profile and the top of the organic searches. Now, I have a tool here I use. It's called Ahrefs, and what it does is give me your analytics and pretty much where you're setting in Google's eyes. So you've got a UR and a DR. This is the strength and the trust of your website, and those are not registered or 0. And this is out of 100. So you definitely want to try to keep these numbers balanced and continuously moving up. Now you've got one backlink, and a backlink is simply one website linking to another website via clickable button or text. Now, the backlinks is what really power your website. So you want to make sure that you have authoritative backlinks over spammy backlinks. You could have 50 authoritative backlinks that would outpower, outmove, and outmaneuver 1,000 spammy backlinks. So you've got your local search right here, which this looks like a directory, which will help you on the back end as far as your Google business profile, but not on your website. And you're not being found for any keywords. And a keyword, again, is the service that you do and the place you do that service. So right here is a keyword, plumbers in Madisonville, Kentucky. So there's 100 searches a month just for this phrase right here. So you could make sure that in your content, you can put we plumbers in Madisonville, Kentucky, but you got to make sure it's worded right. When it comes to the #1 plumbers in Madisonville, Kentucky, Littlepage Plumbing is the team to call on. You know, it's got to flow organically and natural. And you want to make sure you bold those as well. Now, again, there is no keywords in here, but there's keywords that you can be found for. And a 0 to 10 is not accurate. It's normally 12 to 18 searches. So plumber in Madisonville, Kentucky, you could have added in there. Plumbers near Madisonville, Kentucky. It's kind of a national, but not really. Madisonville, Kentucky plumbing. So that's another 12 to 18, 12 to 18. You know, it's probably about 150, 180 searches in Madisonville alone. And if you've got 10% of those, you know, that's 18 clients calling you each month. And even if you only converted half of them, you know, that's 9 more. But the main reason I reach out to you is because of this. Look at Paducah. Paducah, plumbers, Paducah, Kentucky. There's 450 people searched a month, and the KD is 0. This is also out of 100, and the higher this number is, the harder it is to rank for it. There's no one in Paducah that's taking advantage of these. So just right here, 4, 8, 12, 15, 13, 1,400 searches. And again, if you only got 5% of that 1,400, that's 70 people that you are working with a month. Also, I have your Google business profile pulled up here. And you're not ranking top 3 on the Google business profile for Madisonville or Paducah. And that's okay. I wanted to give you some tips on that as well. And it looks like you are adding reviews. You got a 4.6. I've seen some reviews in there, and I know how dealing with the public is. You want to bury those. It's good that you have them, actually, because a 5.0 sometimes seems unrealistic, but it's definitely possible to have a 5.0. There's nothing, you know, says you can't, but you know, you're always going to have some kind of customers that no matter what you do, they're not going to be happy. So getting more and more reviews so you can push those further down will really help you out, because your reviews is what tells about what you are and how you are. And out of the 39 reviews, I've only seen a few of them that was negative. So again, that could be just a customer that's hard to please, someone that on your team could have been off that day. Be that as it may, it is what it is. So you want to make sure your business name, address, and phone number is the exact same all across the internet, because you do not want to mislead Google. Your 750 character About Us section at the bottom, make sure that you get that filled out to the max. Looks like you do, but you want to make sure you add some buyer intent keywords in here as well, so the bots know exactly where to put you at in the ranking. Again, about posting the geotag, geolocated photos, what I showed you earlier with that photo of yours. Doing that weekly helps you rank organically as well. And again, you want to rank organically, because even people paying for ads, once they stop paying for ads, they're gone off that first page. And 70% of people don't even go to the second page for search. So if you're not on that first page, you're missing out on a massive amount of volume. Also, you want to add citations. And a citation is your business name, address, and phone number. You want to add that in places like Yellow Pages, White Pages, Yext, Yelp, because at the end of the day, it's just a popularity contest. Google is one big popularity contest. The more information of yours that you give out to these directories, it's going to start making Google trust you more and more, and then it's going to help boost your business, not only in your area, but it also trickles out to the areas around as well. Being in a map pack is going to give you about 30 to 40% of your volume, and from there, they're going to go to your website and then give you a call. Now, Madisonville Plumber or Paducah Plumber, I looked them both up. and these are your number one competitors. And these guys are out of Evansville, and they're ranking number one in Madisonville. But they don't have any content. They don't have no photos. They don't have nothing on here. So beating these guys and taking that number one spot is very doable. And then here is the Paducah. These are the number ones in Paducah. And again, they are lacking content. So by implementing having more content on your website than theirs, you can outrank them while adding those backlinks and such as well with the keywords, backlinks, photos. And again, you know, there's massive volume that you can capture here and take a big portion of that for yourself and make those calls and be able to extend your empire out. You know, I read over your little bio, the little bio in your thing here. And it seems like you're proud and a prideful plumber. So again, my name is Leo Arona from Arona Marketing. Live right down the road from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know you didn't ask for it, but I just wanted to get it sent out to you. But I can also help you with your Google business profile too. You know, I've got mine ranked number one. We don't count the ads, but number one in the map pack, and then number one and number two in organic. And I'm number one for a lot of those keywords, and I can do the same for you. So I hope to hear back from you. Just respond to the email, reply to it. Even if this ain't for you, just let me know. Give me some feedback. Mr. Littlepage, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope to hear from you soon.